Alright, okay, so I'm basically done with the project. In this video I'll just go over with what I'm delivering and how to basically set everything up. First of all, in your scene, I have the base layer, which is set at this position exactly, and it is basically used to detect like the mouse ray whenever I'm dragging the objects around. So just leave it there. You have the object highlighter, and you can set your highlight color. This is used to highlight the object. And if you wanted to create new level, you'd go into prefabs and drag in this game board, and you can see it's instantiated in this position here. You can see the base layer is kind of in relation to where this is, right? So make sure that's there. Okay. And you'll see some of the things that are set here already, like the cell transforms. These are like the grid positions of the cells, of the pieces, and the types of pieces, which are the small piece, medium piece, H, and the medium piece vertical, and the big piece, and their IDs, right? Okay, and you can see the winning cell index. The winning cell index is basically at what cell does the winning cell, the winning piece need to be to win. So you can see it's set to 1, 0 because this cell right here is 1, 0, right? So any piece would need to be here to actually win. Okay, so we can create the pieces by going to Window, Custom Level Creator, just drag it here. Then you can drag the game board here, and then you're going to see the other buttons. You can see all of them are set to E by default, which means empty, so creating the board doesn't do anything because all of them are empty. So I could create a piece, like say a big piece here, maybe a small piece here, horizontal piece here. Wait, that doesn't work, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay, and I can hit create board, and you can see it creates it in the corresponding positions. Now, one thing I didn't do is like set the winning piece. So you can basically click on the piece here, the piece, not the board, and then basically you can see it gets selected, but this the mesh gets selected. Just click on the parent, which is the piece, the parent of the mesh, and it holds the piece monobehavior object, right? So you can, for example, set this big piece to be the winning piece, and you can see what its base is defined automatically. Now, if I just basically start the game, yeah, start, and you can see I can move them around and they snap. So you can see I cannot do this because it gets snapped to the closest position that's not blocked by these blocks, and I can do this instead, right? And then we can move our big piece here, small piece, and then you can see the big piece is in this cell, which means the game has been won, right? So it prints out game 1. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, there's no UI, but I believe that wasn't required for the project. The physics is, if I wanted to move the objects by pushing them with one of the other blocks, that's kind of messed up. It doesn't work with Unity's physics engine, and I believe to do that I would need to develop some kind of collision detection for this whole thing, and that would be way too much work to put in. So there's no actual collision, but they do snap. They will never go outside of the limits. You can see they snap. You can't put this here because this is blocked by that, so it gets snapped to the closest position, right? Yeah, well, that's basically it. And for the documentation, I have the level layout here, which kind of shows the layout of the level creator window. And then I have the code documentation, which is a full code documentation of all the classes and variables and methods that I've used. However, as you can see, documentation on editor classes and Unity's built-in methods like start and update is not included because they can be found on the Unity's manual, right? Okay. Basically, anyone can honestly modify it pretty easily with the documentation, and then modify any of the codes and add anything if needed. Yeah, then you can just save this board as a prefab variant, right? Also, let's drag this board again. The default layout is basically the layout you gave me the scene with, right? I can create board, and you can see it creates the default layout. If I play, oh, so basically every time you create a board like that, make sure to set the winning piece by select that, and then you have to set the winning piece, like is winning piece, right? If I wanted to, I can set this to be the winning piece, right? So is winning piece, and then play. If I drag this here, you can see game 1, right? Okay. Yeah, I think that's basically it, and that completes everything that was needed for the game. I will probably package this whole thing up as a custom package. And yeah, well, after I'm done uploading this to YouTube, I'll be sending this video to you. Alrighty.